So, Yamaha 650 2007 V-Star. Final drive. So here's what we've got. You see all the oil? That's gear oil. And I noticed it. I thought it was the drain plug had a bad gasket or something here. So I drained the fluid, the gear oil, and I noticed there was some metal in it. So I was like, whoa, that ain't good. I was thinking it was going to be this gear, this ring gear. Maybe chipped or busted. And then after looking at that, I realized there was nothing there. So I looked at this inside bearing, and all these rollers look good. I inspected the case thoroughly and didn't see any other metal. So I said, well, maybe it's this end gear here, the input gear. And I didn't see any discrepancies. But however, if you look down here inside the actual bearing, there's a bearing there. It's missing some ball bearings. So it must have ate a bearing. You see it? There's a void there. It looks, to my knowledge, like I'm missing 3 to 4 bearing balls. So you can see they're missing. It didn't look like it hurt the gear, but man, did I get lucky. You really can't find nothing online. People are just always, they're actually all talking about this input shaft here. Oh, that this gets tore up. You know, if it ain't greased, this gets tore up and shredded. But mine actually is in good shape and it had grease on it. And here's the other end to it here. And that's all in good shape. But if you look here, there's a little slot in this. Right here. And that's where the oil was coming out, like a weep hole. So obviously the bearing failed. And it must have put some stress and pressure on that seal. And that's where it was pissing out right there and getting all over my tire. So I investigated it. And I'm just happy that none of these gears are tore up or any of the other internal parts. So it looks like it'll be somewhat of an easy fix. I just got to get this this input gear out, the shaft, and change out the seal in that bearing. It should be back on the road. I will give you an update. But as you see, it's got all the seals, and I'll replace all that. And that was brand new gear oil. It just, I kept adding gear oil because I was losing it every day on the driveway. And I'm like, I got to get after this because if it's a bad, I didn't want to come around a corner and have that baby come out from under me. So, all right, if you've got a final drive and you're curious what it looks like inside, there it is. And mine just happened to be, that bearing was no good down in here. I don't know if you can see it, but you see the balls and then they're gone. So, woo, I got lucky. I got lucky it didn't tear up the case or anything, any other gears, and it's just a bearing and some new fluid, a little bit of time. All right, people, final drive, 2007 V-Star Silverado.